This is what I have in store for you, Azwi. Now, Kwanongoma born 26-year-old Mpilo Koba Thwala is an R&B artist who says his calling for music was just too loud to ignore. His music career started back in the year 2012, and since then, he says he has learned to master the art. Well, this morning he has made a stop here in our studios, and we welcome him. Very good morning to you, Baba. Thank you so much for joining us.
So thank you for having me.
Now, you were born in Kwanongoma, right?
Yeah, I was.
But after completing high school, you went on to study journalism at the Durban University of Technology. Just how difficult was it adjusting to the new environment?
For me, it was a little difficult because, first off, the language, we were used to speaking vernacular language, this is Zulu, and we had to adapt. So for me, it was like a learning process. So I had to take it step by step, but yeah, I managed.
Now, talk to us about the calling of music that you said was just too loud to ignore. How did that come about?
I'd be at school and in class trying to do some music, some school things, some academic stuff, and then I would just think about music, and I would end up doing some music instead of just focusing on the studies and all. So yeah.
So it started while we were still at school.
That's how it started. Yeah, at school.
And then professionally, when did you realize that you want to do it professionally?
While I was in varsity.
Okay.
Yeah. I just decided to start writing music and doing these song covers that I've been doing recently, and that's how it actually started. Right.
Yeah. Talk to us about how you got the nickname Koba.
Oh, I was watching this movie, Dawn of the Planet of Apes. I liked Koba. He was actually a very interesting character for me, so I said, oh, this guy's very powerful, so I'm going to just be Koba from now on. That's how it came about.
Now, adopting a particular genre of music is one thing, and then being vocally gifted is another. Yeah. And I think you've got both. So how did you decide to venture into this particular genre? And how would you describe your music?
I would describe my music as versatile. I sing for different types of people and age groups. So it all actually just evolves around everything. From kids, I do music for kids, and for grown audience and all. So my sound is actually versatile. It's not based on just one thing.
Music for kids, I'm quite interested to know, know that.
That'll be Takalani Sasami, and that'll be some games music. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I love playing with kids.
Right,
I love playing with kids.
So when you write music for kids, what is it that you really think about?
I think about myself when I was really young, and what I wanted to hear what I was growing. And I think about what was fun for me back then. So that's how it is.
Okay. You say that your music is R&B, and I understand that most of the artists get attracted to Igom and Durban Kwaito, but is there still a market in that genre?
I think there is. It just all depends on how you master it and maneuver, just how you go about it. Actually, just for me, I think having to be able to write something that someone else is going to understand in terms of relationships and romance, if I would say it that way, I think it will sell if you make it sound nice. Just as long as you can make it sound nice, it sells.
I mean, you say that you are a versatile artist. Does that mean that you will move with the times? If there's a new genre in town, then you adopt that particular genre? I know that Amapiano is the new big thing.
Yeah. I do song covers recently. I've been just doing song covers. I did Lindo the vocalist's song. He posted me on Instagram. I just recently did DJ Teras. He posted me. That means they might be saying something that they like, you know what I'm saying? And I did El Volvo's just yesterday, and he posted it. And then the response that I get from people is actually amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
And some of the artists, I mean, the international artists you work with was Crew and McDrew, right?
Yeah.
How did that collaboration come about?
We were actually residing at the same flat, and they heard me sing, and they were like, oh, wow, let's make some music. And they liked what I had to offer, and I liked their raps because they're rappers. And then we made that and became a trio. And we just made music from that, and it was amazing. It was quite cool.
I hope it is in the current album that you have?
No, this is like a solo project.
Okay, it's a solo.
Yeah, it's just me letting people see what I have to offer as like a solo artist, yeah.
Are you also looking into working more collaborations in future?
Yeah. I love.
Who do you have in mind?
Big stars or just people on my caliber?
Any.
Sjava.
Okay.
Sjava, Nasty, AKA, those just to mention a few.
Right.
Yeah.
So for those watching the interview right now and are particularly interested in knowing you better and your music, so how do they get hold of your music?
Ape Koba will be my Instagram handle, Mpilo Thwala on Facebook, That's where I actually am active mostly, because that's where I post my videos and just showcase my thing.
When can we expect a full album, or what are we working on?
I'm still working on them singles. I'm trying to grow as an artist first,
Okay.
and I feel like when the time is right, then I'll release. I don't have days as yet.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. All the best, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that was Mpilo Koba Tweezy, the R&B artist from a small town of Kwanongoma, talking to us about his musical journey. Now, if you've heard his music, do share with us via our social media platforms. Our Twitter handle is at Morning Live SABC. Our Facebook page is Morning Live SABC. We also have a WhatsApp line, and the number is 081 732 8421. Let's go for coffee now. We'll be back in a jiffy. This is Morning Live.